Hello, and welcome to All I Do Is Survive the Heat of This Bunker. I am Tom Elwes. I'm joined today, as ever, by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods.
Hello, Tom. Hello, Piffies. It's the king of yard work here. Lovely to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very hot, Ali. It's hot in here.
Why are you wearing jeans?
Huh?
Why are you wearing jeans?
Because...
Think you're some sort of cowboy?
Yeah, a lot of the time, yeah.
How's your old MSN? Cowboy always. Always.
Ranch handler.
Bandito always.
I think I've gone for more of a sort of Miami Vice style vibe today.
You look like you're about to give me a mission on GTA.
We're doing Miami Vice Vauxhall edition.
Yeah.
We're with... We've got to crack down on the...
You gotta go out and kill 8 rats. We got a rat problem. Someone's been snitching? Not exactly.
we got one of the drag queens is missing a wig, and we've got to sort it out.
You gotta go sort out. I don't know why they're from New York, but in Miami. But they're in New York. There's Tom Hughes sitting there being like, "We gotta get more people into AIDIF Tuesdays. Go burn down the other nights. Tuesday's the only day you're gonna do."
And then broker a deal with the rat king.
Broker deal. Go meet the rats.
You gotta negotiate with them.
Well done on your emceeing Tuesday, Tom. I thought you were very good.
Oh, thank you very much.
Lovely little crowd there.
Oh, thank you everyone who came down. You were lovely. I hope all the girls at the end got the Instagrams of the comedian that they wanted. Shout out to all those thirsty ladies who desperately came up to me and was like, who was the cute American guys? What was his Instagram? Doesn't matter. He'll remain non.
I mean, could be us. I went up and was like, "Hey, you guys, ready for another AIDIF Tuesday?" And I got a story for you.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was that cute American? You're talking about me.
Old Ali Ginger Nuts, you know.
You're talking about the Ginger Prince in New York. Ali Blue Eyes, I'm here. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, so, we just did our thick best American accents. I actually did more of a southern drawl, but...
Yours was like a Zimbabwean. What was it again? Do it.
No, mine was more of a southern lady, if anything. I've actually been in auditions, and they've said that you need to do an authentic American accent, and I can't do a generic accent, so I sort of go into a camp American lady from the South. That's my generic accent.
They're like, okay, Tom? Yeah, lovely to meet you, Tom. So we'll just go through quickly. The scene is you're negotiating the release of your wife from warlords. Okay, and you're it's American. We're looking for American accent. Okay, on you go.
Well, you guys need to let her go. you guys let her go, please. That would be great.
Are you taking the piss with us, Mr. Elwes?
No, I want her free as much as you do.
It's your wife we have. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know. It's Cynthia.
And they're like, brilliant.
You got the job. You got the job.
Had his own take on it. We're also joined, of course, in the sweatbox today by the enigmatic producer Phoebe. Producer Phoebe, how are you?
Life is falling apart, but I'm here.
What's up?
Yeah.
No, literally my house is falling apart, that's all.
What, it's fallen in?
Well, we've got water coming in through the ceiling.
But that deals with the ants in your out bed, doesn't it?
Yes, so.
Circle of life. It's one of those.
One problem solved.
Release the snakes to get the mice.
Yeah.
Now release mongoose to get the snakes.
This is the thing, right? Every cloud, the ants have died down for now.
died down.
The ants do not accept the living conditions. They've moved to a flat.
You're doing some kind of like apocalypse, like Seven. The frogs come, and then but sort of on a budget in South London. It's like the ants.
But at the moment, we have no lights.
For fuck's sake.
You have no lights?
We have no lights because the water's gone into the electrics. It's from our upstairs neighbour.
Right.
So for a week now, we've been going around because we can use the plug sockets, but there's none in the bathroom. So we've been taking showers and going to the toilet just in the dark or with candles.
Okay.
But once the sun goes down, we just sort of creep around the house in darkness.
God almighty.
And also we found out today that even after even once the leak is sorted, which will take up until gone past the weekend. We've got to wait more days for it to like drain out of the lights. So it's probably going to be 2 weeks of just,
what?
just walking
Has your landlord said you don't have to pay rent, or is he like, no, you got to keep paying?
No. Also, our washing machine
He's
is
put it up.
broken.
Cost of living's up.
Yeah.
It's actually lower than the standard 9%
inflation, mate.
It's actually lower than the standard 9%. So
Yeah,
you should be thankful.
Inflation is up.
And I heard you had pets. You had an ant farm.
and the mice. And the mice.
That's on you.
So I should actually be fining you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon we'll probably get a fine. Yeah, but no washing machine either. No lights. We did sort out the.
So you're literally living in sort of pre-electric.
Victorian.
No, yeah, pre that even. I'd talking sort of maybe 18th, 17th century.
Yeah.
Sort of is lifestyle you're living. Sort of past peasant farming, but sort of post-Renaissance, but before sort of Victorian industrial age, where you have a lot of inventions to help you with day-to-day life. So you still sort of think the Earth, everything revolves around the Earth. You're sort of in that part of history. Sort of.
Galileo
you know about astronomy and
would
stuff.
piss you off, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. You think the Earth's flat, it's a square, and everything revolves.
The Earth is flat.
Well, the sort of guys you date probably.
Yeah.
think that.
Yeah, the smelly boys.
Yeah, you've been inundated with requests from your exes. Being like, I've heard you've not got shower electricity.
I'm in.
Sounds like my speed.
Yeah.
that was always what pulled us apart.
So your landlord came round, he's like kicking stuff and being like, right, so I hear you've had a few extras living here as well. I feel. Wow. Okay, so you got 2 weeks. Do you have regular electricity though, or like do you have no electricity?
Yes.
So you got walls, so you can plug stuff into the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if water comes through the sockets, then we've got to.
Oh right,
turn
good. Yeah. If you see the water coming out of the socket, come on, guys. Safety 101. If the water's coming out of the plug socket, don't plug anything in.
Shall I put these strainers in?
Yeah.
I'll be all right. Yeah. I really do need to go.
Guys, who's got the rubber gloves? I need to plug something in. I need to. Come on, guys.
Just take the hit.
Yeah.
Ah! Just straighten your hair.
Worth it.
Make me feel alive.
Yeah.
But my peace lily grew a flower, and
Wow.
I never thought that would have been possible. Thank you.
It's good to have your priorities straight, though.
No, but I thought that was a sign from the universe that it'll be okay.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have a sign from your landlord that
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
But I guess a flower from the cosmic energy of the universe is probably just as good and helpful.
That'll be helpful when you're crawling around your apartment at night with no lights.
Trying to turn the lily on.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking glow in the dark, you stupid flower? But that is lovely.
You're not worried about burning down the That's what would be my initial fear with the candles. I imagine the sheer quantity of candles.
Yeah,
would be
but the
quite strong.
fire hazard of water coming through the electrics and the washing machine.
Oh, yeah.
Which
boiling
fire
up.
do you want? Do you want the naked flame of candles or the electrical water damage that's going to happen? Which sort of electrical fire? A classic, a throwback fire, you know? Each of them.
Wait, which was the throwback? The matches?
Just like with candles and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a sort of basic
I'd rather
standard.
a throwback fire, actually.
So it's quite. So your landlord literally just said, "I don't give a shit." Like,
Well, it's not that. It's that we've got to wait on the upstairs neighbour.
right.
So they've not sorted the problem.
They're in Poland for 6 months.
They've just left their tap on. That's all.
Phoebe doesn't want to knock. That'd be a bit rude.
Yeah.
We're just hoping they realise.
She told me off for knocking too loudly. She said she's got high blood pressure, and I was like, "That's fine." She said, "Please don't knock that loudly." I said, "That's fine. Please open the door when I knocked the first time."
Yeah. Oh, did you say that?
Yeah, not in that tone. I said, "Yeah, no, that's completely fine. Please do knock when I. Please do open the door when I knock the first time."
Oh.
Did you ask like?
And then she just tore the tops even higher.
She ran a bath as well.
She got the shower head and just in front of Phoebe, just started pouring it on the carpet.
Has she said why it's leaking?
We know why it's leaking.
Oh right.
She's just
Did a swimming pool in the
continuing to have showers, I think.
Okay. Oh, what? She just doesn't give a shit.
Well, I do understand that she wants to have a shower, but I think she just needs to sort it out first.
That's so deep. It's just like
She's like,
fucking up your house, but I actually need to shower.
I don't have a problem though. It's not coming in my flat, so I think this is a you issue. Like,
I'd call your landlord. That's
I'd sort of get the Coast Guard. Do they help with this sort of stuff? It's not really my issue.
The river did look pretty high yesterday, and I was like, it's probably coming from her shower.
Yeah.
You started because you're chucking buckets in through that.
Yeah.
I've never had something that deep. We've had a bit of leaking before on one of my flats, but the person upstairs sorted it fairly quickly because we only knocked once, and they said, "Thank you for politeness. We'll get that sorted straight away."
It happened to my mum at uni. That her upstairs neighbour, like, it was leaking through, and that's how she met one of her best mates that she's still friends with now.
Do you think that's going to happen with you?
Nope.
You went in there being like, we're going to be buds. This is
Yeah,
here we
you're
go.
there like, my lily, and so my peace lily got flowers.
Yeah, I brought her a
This is
cutting.
another sign from the universe. Me and her are going to be best friends. Oh my God, this is such an exciting day. What?
Yeah, I know it's leaking. I don't give a shit. I need
Yeah.
to shower.
I don't care. Why'd you knock so much?
Yeah, shut up.
Fucking hell.
You've got no electricity? That's not on me.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
I've released some more mice
Yeah.
to attack you.
And
Yeah.
ants through the drone.
Yeah, next week, Phoebe's going to be like, we've got a swarm of mosquitoes.
Oh,
The
so
frogs have arrived finally.
someone put sheep's blood in a cross on our door. Have you had that? The landlord seems to not know about it. Our landlord Moses. It's not getting involved.
He doesn't want to. None of the others have it. I was just wondering why we were the only ones.
And they're all
chasing
walking
my
around the
sheep's
halls
blood.
with cloaks,
Yeah.
with their hoods up. Does that happen to you guys? Is that like a London thing? I know you don't get to know your neighbours. Well, speaking of listeners and fans of this podcast, it was a pleasure this week at AIDIF Tuesday to meet Mariana,
Oh yeah! Shout out Mariana, amazing.
Patreon backer. Get this, Phoebe. Did you see this? She came from Brazil.
Brazil.
to see you guys.
Not quite.
Well,
In a way, she came to She gone to Edinburgh for an English course for a month. Doesn't speak a word of English. That's why she likes podcasts.
Yeah.
And she just thinks you make such funny sounds. she's doing an English course in Edinburgh, but she made the trip all the way down from Edinburgh to London for one night to come to our show.
What, last night?
On
Tu-
Tuesday.
this-
yeah,
Wow.
that is dedication.
That
Shout
really
out.
is.
We yeah.
She wanted to talk to us, but we were busy. But it's I'm doing the text. What? Sorry. Yeah.
You've come from
Huh?
where? Who?
From Belgium.
Oh.
But yeah, how amazing that. Thank you, Mariana. And
Yeah.
she said, it was amazing. I'm really happy to finally meet you guys. And the show was great, of course. The bad part is that Tom kept coming back up. That's a bit weird. No. No. The bad part is that it seems too short. Hopefully, I will see you guys again at some point in the future. How lovely.
Anytime,
Aw.
Patreon backers, anytime. Not like you jokers listening to this for free, okay? They come for the bonus episode and the good times.
They come for the real.
Do
the real
Patreon
stuff.
backers get like first pick of the seats or something?
Well, we'll give them a hug. Or you can, as we said, like it depends how much you subscribe to our Patreon. If you give the regular £5, we'll hug you. You can sit, you get pick of the seats, whatever. If you want to donate £50, we will do almost anything for you in a video. And if you donate
Sexual
Almost
stuff.
everything.
yeah, mainly
stuff.
sexual stuff, and then 100 for 100, you can sleep in one of our beds with us.
Is that with your baby?
Yeah, yeah. I'll
You
actually
can hold
remove.
your baby.
I'll kick my baby out, and you can just.
Maybe you finally get laid. Yeah.
You can sleep between us or we'll
That's
just do
a
it.
special platinum member package.
Platinum members package. You're paying $100 a month. You can me and Ali will sleep for a week in a bed with you.
Just sleeping though.
Yeah.
No hanky panky.
Yeah, we're not.
No.
That's £110. It's an extra 10.
We've got
Okay.
standards, guys.
Yeah, that's the extra platinum deluxe. And I want to shout out as well Sai, who may have donned me the king of yard works. Thank you very much, Sai.
Yard work.
But has messaged in, great meeting you the other night on the district line, mate. Was well chuffed to get a mention on the pod. My pals have been cracking up about it. And then he said, thought I'd share the chaotic video in case you're interested. So Sai, I might hit you up for that. I've got the video, and I think we're going to ask if we could post that on the AIDIF social channels. Up to you.
It's a cracking vid.
It's a phenomenal video.
Yeah. Also, thank you to everyone who agreed that I won the world's worst haircut of all time as well. That was
Yeah, mate, I didn't realise until I
How
saw the picture.
truly shit. It was. Yeah.
Tom Schliddleston.
Yeah.
Tom
People
Schliddleston.
were like, "That's the worst haircut I've ever seen on a
Yeah.
human."
I've
being."
never, when you see them online, but you never know the people.
Yeah.
You could be on one of those like meme pages.
Yeah, for like
Yeah.
shit lids. Yeah.
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 I'm so sorry that happened to
She-
you. I'm
she
so
means-
glad it grew back so nicely.
Well, thank you. But yeah. It was a small dark period. We actually shot
Yeah.
our holiday video spectacular with that haircut, which we will re-release like we do every year at Christmas.
Yeah. Do the one video. It's our Christmas single. Yeah. do another one.
One year it will chart. Yeah.
Tom, that haircut was so bad. Tom only pulled 3 times that week. It was embarrassing.
It was bad. It was bad. Yeah,
All
yeah.
blokes.
Yeah. They loved it.
All blokes from the army.
Yeah.
They were like,
They wanna
Corporal,
just
I didn't
rub-
know you served private.
Into sort of bald blokes. They just
Yeah,
wanna
yeah, exactly.
Rub it. Put wax on my scalp.
It was all guys lighting matches on the side. Just like, oh, you're right, mate. You do a podcast. That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, look, guys, how have you? The week's going on. I know, but there's not really any major news other than that no one can afford anything anymore. We're still in a rut with financial difficulties. Inflation is at 1 bazillion %. And we've got no real plan to exit. Our
Patreon subscription stays the same. Let me just say that $5 a month.
We said it at that because we were preempting this financial crisis.
Yeah, and also because we didn't understand how Patreon works, so we did that. And as soon as we get the login details, it's going up. Don't worry about that. As soon as we find out where those login details are, they're on the back of like a napkin in Shoreditch House somewhere.
Are we worried about? Do we think it's affecting comedy? Do we think the cost of living? Do you think not less people are coming out, or more people are going to come out because
Surely
it's cheap
they need
entertainment?
it. Surely you guys are the only thing that can keep people going right now.
Yeah, they look at our lives.
I mean, that's depressing. If that's the case, Jesus.
They look at how shit our lives are and they go, that's a boost. It's like when they see kids are starving in Africa and you're like, okay, I should be privileged. Right? Yeah. They see us doing a 10-minute gig in sort of just outside Exeter for 20 quid.
I'm actually going to Exeter next week.
Like,
after the cost of the train, it'll be about that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm doing a gig at Isle of Sheppey. Do you know where the Isle of Sheppey is?
No.
So don't say where it is. Do you know where the Isle of Sheppey is? Tonight I'm doing this gig. Do you know where that is?
Not a clue where the Isle of Sheppey is.
Have a guess.
Was it just off of Essex or something?
You know what's too bad? I heard the Isle of Sheppey. I first heard it and I thought an island.
Yeah.
The Isle of Sheppey.
Yeah.
It's just in Kent. It's just a place in Kent.
But it's got a bad reputation.
This is what I've heard. So it was going to be cancelled. I messaged on, you know when you don't hear from a promoter and you think, and it's Thursday and it was Monday. I messaged him. I was like, so when do I need to arrive by? He was like, well, might not be going on. The cost of living there's not many tickets sold.
Yeah.
Then the next day he was like, we sold a few tickets. It's on. And then so I talked to my colleague at work and was like, I'm going to Kent, because she's from Kent. I was like, the Isle of Sheppey. And she was like, that'll be funny because they're, you know the thing with them. Like, well, apparently they're all inbred there.
That's why they booked you. You thought they would relate. You'd be like, oh, well, this guy, we need some inbred-looking comics, so get him on.
This pasty ginger result of inbred. But I don't know. I'll report back from the Isle of Sheppey. I've done a couple gigs in Brighton this week in my work in progress show.
Yeah. I imagine Brighton is probably a bit different to the Isle of Sheppey, but we don't know. It could be the same.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. So shout out to Jean last night in my gig.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the promoter's name.
No.
Shout out Jean.
Shout out to Jean. Sat in the front row of my gig. Immediately talked over me and was just loving life. She was loving it. I don't know how she was. So she's been married all her life and she's just recently become single.
All of her life? As in from Babe?
I was going to make that joke, then I thought probably not best to start on a paedophile joke.
Yeah.
And then I went, so I was just like, oh, that's nice, Jean. And then, but now she's recently single and she's well up for it.
Oh, right.
She was getting in the mix.
Getting
in
ask for your number.
Mate. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, mate.
Cool.
Well, I give my number at the end of the show anyway.
Yeah.
It's on my t-shirt.
Just on the back and you turn around, you're like,
I actually give your number out.
We get some weird messages.
Yeah. Mostly from me. But Jean was wild. She was just loving it.
Yeah, so what do we think? We think people will still keep coming to comedy, or do you think they'll cut comedy out of their life? I think we'll actually do better because people will be like, nah, I'm not going to go to the theatre. 50 quid to go to the theatre? No way.
Do you see that thing about, you're a student of drama, Phoebe. Do you see that thing about theatre tickets that were like 400 quid?
It's a joke.
For what?
It's a joke. Oh,
it was for
no players worth that.
No, it was for Mr. What's it, that kids clown thing?
Mr. Tumble.
Mr. Tumble. It was for Barney on Ice. I would actually see that over some fucking Shakespeare. You know what I mean? At least the fucking dinosaur skates about a bit.
Yeah.
I went to see Cabaret on Monday night.
The immersive experience.
Well, yeah, but I didn't. I was in the upper circle. I did not afford the immersive experience or the Eddie Redmayne tickets, but those were like £200-something. I got mine for 20-something.
20-something quid.
That's all right.
Well, yeah.
That's
so
fine.
I tried to get the cheaper theatre tickets because I'd rather go and see theatre than like
comedy.
Like, well, no. See more theatre cheaply than get one really good seat for one show.
Yeah, fair. How was Cabaret?
Yeah, it was good. Thanks.
Okay.
Was it so? It was immersive experience down below, but the ball people just had to watch the immersive experience.
They had like a kind of pre-show immersion.
You didn't actually see any of the cabaret performance.
No.
You just got to watch the audience.
I really like the top of their heads.
Yeah. They
great.
moved in really like fun system.
Reminded me of the ants at home.
I know it kind of defeats the point, but I had the most like blokish moment. I went to the Lily Allen play, which was a ghost play, which was
I remember you saying
fucking ass. But like,
didn't even get a kit off or anything, mate. Shit's play.
And I was in the cheap seats, right? Because I got them for not much money, and I booked on the date.
It was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly. Spoiler: £15 ticket, and went there. And if you're all way up the top, you can't see anything. Like they're just like dots. I was like, get a plasma screen. That's what they need.
Yeah.
That's ruining the theatre vibe. But if you got a big jumbotron, then we'd all enjoy
for
it.
VAR and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You can see what's going on. Did you heckle?
Yeah.
Shit.
Get the jumbotron screen. So
When are you going to start busting these ghosts?
yeah. Woi.
Get that little gun out there, get them in a little trap.
I'm going to the bar. Anyone want anything?
Yeah, get up loudly. Gin and tonic. What do you want? Beer? What beer? Lager?
No,
Shut up, Lily, I'm getting the drinks in.
They don't do pints. You want one? You want one, love? Yeah, that's what they need. That would kill the West End. Jumbotron. But there is a big problem with the West End, especially musical. I've got a lot of friends in musical theatre, and they were all saying that like musicals now, it has to be a property to get made. So that has to be like a musical based on Katy Perry songs, or a musical based on, you know.
Well, that's what I mean. We're in London. We're privileged to get all the theatre we get here because obviously so many people want to perform there. So many places to play. But I talk to sometimes because you do comedy gigs outside of London. I know they have it out there as well. It's insane.
Are you saying that the Hampshire Amdram Regional Society Theatre in Andover is not producing top quality content? What are you trying to say?
They got a lot of Bob Marley tribute acts.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Their Pierre de Resistance version of Les Mis at Christmas, sung by Nigel, the bank teller, was...
yeah. What are you talking about? I'm from Kingston, South London.
Yeah.
No, but they just say in these theatres and stuff, they just get tribute shows. You know, the Tina Turner show.
Oh my god, it used to kill me when we had to market them.
That's all, just everything. There's no unique or original scripts. It's all just based on.
No one's going to take a punt anymore because it's too much to put the play on. So like, you just got to find a property.
Well, you can take a punt, but you'll make a loss. So you've got to make enough in the main.
Do you want to hear my $1 billion musical idea? I've already pitched it once before on this podcast. But look,
right to this camera, please.
No, one-hit wonders.
Don't ruin it. This is my big pitch.
You've done it already. I'm saving the listeners. You literally pitched it on this podcast.
I've pitched it several times, but it'll make me $1 trillion.
Okay, let's do it for
Okay,
Phoebe.
come on, go.
Okay, as a theatre buff, Phoebe.
Okay, I'd said it in the 90s. Two struggling songwriters, right, trying to write a one-hit wonder. All the songs in the play are one-hit wonders. Dancing in the Moonlight. We've got Chesney Hawkes, I Am the One and Only. You know, just all their classic one-hit wonder bangers. That's gonna sell, isn't it?
Wheels on the bus.
I personally actually agree. I actually agree.
Get me funding. Get me, and I'll
So
write
the
you a
issue
script.
was, I think we had this with
Copyright or some shit.
yeah, someone was, I've forgotten who it was. I think it might have been Lottie who was on at the time, but she was saying she works in theatre. To get the copyright for all those different songs will be very, very difficult because if you get Queen tribute, like Queen just sell, it's just a one-off thing, but then Chesney Hawkes will be.
Chesney Hawkes not going to want that much for I Am the One and Only.
Mate, that's all he's got. You're literally buying his soul.
Dancing in the Moonlight.
I saw Top Loader live once,
that's
and
not
they
even their
played it.
song. That's not even Top Loader's
So
song.
it'd be
It's a
easy.
cover. That's a cover.
No.
It is. If you know it, that's a cover.
That's ruined it for me.
No, it is a cover.
I saw them live once, and they genuinely played that song twice because once after the other.
Oh, that's
George Zach's got a bit on that of going to see Chesney Hawkes. And he says they played it at the start.
Yeah.
I am the one, and everyone was fucking losing it.
Yeah.
And there's like 2,000 people there.
Okay. 2,000 of Chesney Hawkes.
Yeah. And then he said like, right, I'm releasing a new album, and they start playing the songs. And then people were just getting more and more disinterested.
Right.
Until finally he said, the audience started just going, I am the one, and singing it over, and they bullied him into singing it. So he just did it 3 more times and then finished the concert.
3 more times.
3 more times he just did it. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to.
And he'd already done it once. So it was 4.
Other one-hit wonders that I'll have also there'll be Tainted Love as well.
Raining Men, that's a one-hit one.
Raining Men. Yep. That'll be in there.
Mate, so here we go. Okay, My $1 million idea.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
No, it has to be a
Please,
musical. I'm not interested if it's not musical.
No, it's
To the-
not.
to the
it's not
camera,
musical.
please,
It's
to the
not
camera.
musical.
Well, then
This is for
we're
people
trying
who-
to save musical theatre. So
When did we start doing that?
we got. Look, if you
We're
can't.
slagging off theatre. The way you save it is stop selling 400 quid tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, how good can those seats are? What do they come with? If someone gives you a head, like
Yeah.
fucking.
I should.
So, it's for people into football. How about this, Tom? In football, you play a five-a-side game of football. We come as a company, set up cameras,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
set up cameras,
You-
and watch the things privately at home. Set up cameras. Then we edit it all and do a highlights of the game.
but you know they have
And
this at
then-
Power League.
And sorry,
They have this.
and then this is the
Okay.
difference. Analysis. We do a Monday Night Football style analysis of you and your friends with comedian actors,
Right.
sort of just going through in a really detail
Okay.
for like an hour,
Nice.
and then you get that as part of the package.
Oh, okay. So that's where it's different.
That's the main thing.
'Cause-
So you get properly. So if you're just like, oh, look here,
Yeah.
like he's not tracks back.
Yeah.
You don't show him onto his left foot. Like that, and then
He's
just watching
mean.
goals. That would be, I think,
Yeah.
stag parties. They'd
Yes.
love that.
Yeah.
Kids' birthdays.
Cut it up into
They'd
a sort
love
of
it.
10-minute.
Do
package.
little, yeah, exactly. It'd be great. And imagine getting that on your stack and then watching it with the lads,
Yeah, that'd be
with
good.
your mates.
It's much better than getting analysis from my mate who works in recruitment. And I saw him, I hadn't seen him for a while, and he whipped out his phone just to show me goals of him banging at five-a-side. He's like, mate, look at the spaz on that. Look, I've done him.
Wait, so Power League make you a highlights reel?
Yeah, no, they'll just film the whole
So-
game and
Yeah.
give it to you. Yeah.
Oh,
someone's
okay.
do, someone's
So
do.
you make your own highlights reel.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think? What's going to happen with those two? Can we combine the ideas somehow?
Yeah, Power League, the musical. People will probably go. Football, the musical. Could you do a
I do-
football
I do
musical?
think you
There's
need to
been no
get-
football musicals, which seems weird.
Well, I
think
mean, but
you
the
need to
football
get
media is
the-
pretty bad. I mean, there's no good football films, really.
You're trying to say
Mean Machine?
Santiago Munez
Goal.
from goal is
You
not...
don't get a trilogy from being shit.
Yeah,
Bend
But-
it like Beckham?
that's probably the best football film
I think that's
ever
quite
made.
problematic
Yeah.
now, that film.
Is it?
Isn't it
I-
like the coach shagging
Probably.
Yeah,
the
I
like
actually don't remember the film
36-year-old
at all.
coach
Yeah.
shagging the new
whatever.
new joiner?
There's all films all about football, and they're like, oh, look at us on Christmas Day on the war pictures. We were playing football.
That is a famous line from Goal 2, actually.
Yeah.
I think that was Santiago Munez who said
His mum.
look us all playing football at Christmas.
Yeah.
So, we now move on to our first regular section, Agony Uncle.
But not in a weird way.
That was quite slick, actually. This is where you come in with your live dramas, and me, Tom, and Phoebe, the crack team, the crack squad of Agony Uncles, aunties, and them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We help you out. And Z and Zim.
Z and Zim as well.
I saw a tweet today which was like, if Scooby-Doo was made now, his pronouns would be Ray and Rem. Okay. How about this one for size? Is it ever okay to not invite someone to your hen-do or wedding if you've just been invited to theirs?
Ooh.
What will we say on this one?
I mean, I've not ever got married, but I hate the...
You've not? Wait, how old are you? You're running out of time, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, my biological clock is tick-tocking.
I assume you're in a committed, stable relationship, though.
I'm self-partnered, so yes.
So no, my life is all over the shop.
I'm going to marry the ants.
Yeah, exactly. My partner's so toxic. Who are you with? Myself.
I'm self-partnered.
I'm in couples therapy at the
Who
moment.
was it who said they were self-partnered? Some celebrity, wasn't it? Who said-
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Probably the
Oh,
same lady who
God.
said, Putin, I'm sorry, I'm not your mum.
Yeah. Self-partnered. Fucking hell.
So, what were you saying then on about this one, Phoebe?
Oh, just that people, I find like wedding guest list that is just horrible. And
Yeah.
I know someone recently that limited their mum. They said to their mum, "You're allowed 5 friends." Because
In her life, or just at the
yeah,
wedding?
yeah. They started policing her. They got a husband and they just started policing her. No, but I think that's quite good. So then the mum, because normally it is parents' influence, isn't it? Being like,
Oh, big time.
oh, like this person, your long lost aunties.
Because the way it works is like they would have been invited to stuff. They're other people's kids' weddings, so then you got to invite them
Yeah.
in a way.
So then I think you should give people like a. But with that, it's different.
Hen-do's tough. Like, well, I feel like on a stag or a hen, there's always a couple that you're not that close with, but they just came along because it's like your brother-in-law or whatever, or something.
Have you been on Stag Do?
Yeah, I'm on a stag. I went on a stag.
What's happened?
Went Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
For my mate Loz's stag. Yeah.
How was that? Did you get ice creams on the beach?
I wish. More like passed out on the floor of Travelodge. That's, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Lads.
Push.
Push.
No
Out
girls
the way.
allowed.
Unless they're strippers.
Basically that. Basically 0 girls
I
allowed.
know that was inappropriate. I know.
It was
It
absolutely.
can be. Body confidence.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it stripping. I call it living.
Earning a living. It's whatever. I think a stag and a hen is very different. Stag is just like, if you can pay and you want to come and you've got a banana outfit, you're in. That's it. It's all right. Yeah,
that's the qualification.
Yeah.
On any stag do.
50 quid in a banana outfit.
You got to a banana outfit? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you're in. Dave.
Yeah.
All right, see you later.
Whereas these hendies, these can get elaborate. I mean, I've heard of women getting, you've got to stump up like £1,000 for a trip to a castle and pedicures and dinners and.
Jesus.
I've turned down a hendy before because I couldn't afford it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should have to pay for everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't make
That
people
is
pay.
so much money.
Yeah.
Well,
You as well.
okay. I think you
just
should
do
pay
it-
for the venue, like the house or wherever it is that you're going, and then everyone else.
You shouldn't have
gets
to pay
travel.
for they're getting loads of drinks on the night out, obviously. Surely.
No.
But yeah, I like the idea of being subsidised somehow.
Yeah, it's just chaos, and like it kind of would work out because if I guess this is where this is where the invite, because if you paid for everyone on yours, you'd be like, right, you 8 bitches are paying for me on yours, and if they didn't invite you, you'd be fucking fuming.
Yeah, but oh my god, that was the best weekend ever.
Yeah.
Okay, then you get to theirs and like, okay, so the flights are 350.
Yeah, or if it was just really shit, if you paid for them all to go to the Savoy or whatever, and then these bitches try and palm you off with a garden barbecue, you're fuming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just gonna have a quiet one. No, we're not. I paid.
Yeah.
I've invested in a big one.
Yeah. The prior investment.
Imagine those ones as well where you pay for her and then she invites you to yours and it's like, I know, like, I'm not being under pressure, guys, but it's like my wedding, so I don't think I should really be paying.
Yeah.
But like that, I will, of course, if I have to. Like, I get it, but I wouldn't expect you guys to pay.
Phoebe, as a female representative of this podcast, how would you feel?
Is that Phoebe? I thought it was.
Oh right.
Is that on me?
How would you feel about the? So you rejected a Hindu for too spenny.
Yeah.
What was she requiring you to do?
I can't remember.
Go to a place
I
with
can't
lights
remember
or
exactly, but
You what, sorry?
Go to a place with lights.
Yeah.
There were no
She wanted
mice.
us- I walked in, the light switch worked. I can't afford the place. I know I can't afford
I'm out
this.
of my depth. You got no ads, none at all.
How about this, right? How about fancy this place? It's called a Premier Inn.
Premier.
You expect me to pay for that, mate?
Jesus only had an in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Average is what I'm going for.
You turn the tap on, water went straight down the sink. I'm like, fucking hell, mate.
I looked for drips, couldn't see any.
What is this, the Taj Mahal? Fucking hell. Chill out, mate. Toilet flushed.
Oh, don't, because that'll be the next thing.
Yeah. What hasn't do you
gone
still
wrong
have?
in your
You'll
flat?
lose a wall. A wall will go next.
No, because the ceiling's already like taking a turn. I think it's going to be the oven next.
So just quickly on the Hindus.
On the Hindu. But I think
she
this
said,
is so awkward though, because normally you can just be like, nah, sorry for X, Y, Z. But if they've just invited you, but if you're not that close to them, you can justify it.
right.
You can always be like, oh, we're just having a small, oh, it's just friends. Oh, we've already agreed the guest list.
How did you get out of yours? What did you do?
I just said, I'm really sorry, I can't afford this.
Yeah,
But
fair.
say though, this instance exactly, you've been invited to a friend, you know them, and there's 8 of you, maybe let's say. Hers is quite small, like elite. And then you're having one, and it's like 9. Would
Right.
you then give her the line of, it's just a small one?
9 over 8.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. That's not much.
So
of a
you'd
difference.
still say to, so if maybe your Hindu's like 12 people, and she's done an 8-person, and you were invited to her 8-person one, and then you've gone to her, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just having a small
Well,
one.
listen.
Would you
If
be okay
if
with
she
that?
was a close friend or whatever,
She's not that
it
close, clearly,
depends.
she's not, yeah.
Yeah, but like then I might just invite her along. But if I very much don't think that she should be at the Hindu, just be honest about that. Because with weddings, people always get upset about weddings. You're going to upset so many people.
But what if she's like, but Phoebe, I took you to that castle in Paris. We went together, and I.
Yeah.
Well, then I'd probably be quite close with her.
No, she'll just no. You're not.
Okay.
You're not. But she
She's,
invited you.
If she got really upset about
She works
it,
at Vauxhall at the
maybe.
bar.
Yeah.
If she got really upset, maybe I'd consider it afterwards. But realistically, your wedding is the one day that it's about you.
Right.
You can do what you want, and stop letting other people bully you and make you pay more money and whatever for weddings.
Yeah, fuck those.
Just have a free bar at your wedding, because nothing will piss me off more than the wedding. If you don't have a free bar, I'd rather you had your wedding in a shed and it had a free bar.
Well, that's very in, isn't it?
Oh,
to have like those barn weddings.
I don't care. I'll have it on the street with a free bar. Like, just don't. I went to weddings like real fancy venue. They obviously paid loads for it. No free booze. Doubles, 14 quid. It's nonsense.
Was this? Were they making a profit on this?
Oh,
It was their uncle there going up, and as the hours went on, 16 quid. It's like, I swear it was 14. No, not here. Yeah. You just see him pouring in a double Bacardi for your vodka.
Unreal. Open bar, ladies and gentlemen. That's the key to any good wedding.
You're gonna get married. You've already done everything else.
Yeah, I've completed
Complete
it.
the set.
Don't need it.
The final Infinity Stone. Adulthood. Yes.
Done.
You got to get a house as well. What happens to your house?
Well, we're going again.
We go again, lads.
Yeah. One more time.
Someone's got to have somewhere for Lucas to stay. Okay, GCC Lucas, you got to buy a house. Phoebe, you can't send him to the ant farm.
He was
the
thinking
no lights
about
ant
living
farm.
with us, but I don't think he can.
What you should do, because you got no lights, you should go the other way and then just put neon lights up and stuff, and then make it like a laser quest and at least make money out of it. Just sell it as like a quasar sort of arena.
In a weird twist of events, Arslan's the only person with who owns property, and it's a boat. Yeah.
We'll all be sailing on Arslan's boat.
But, yeah.
We'll be, if you don't know, Arslan's another producer here at Vauxhall Comedy Club podcast studio. But we'll all be radio DJing. We'll be pirate DJing from his boat.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, welcome to 105 Arslan's Barge. Barge FM.
Barge FM.
Yeah. That would be good. So what I'd do is, I do agree with you, Phoebe. I'd say, fuck 'em, man. It's your thing. Whatever excuse you want to be, whether you need to make up the excuse or whatever. As you say, I've got a lot of family that need to come. I didn't think it'd be your thing. I didn't think drinking and having fun would be your sort of thing.
It's not everyone's.
It's not everyone's, though. Even though you had exactly the same hen do.
Yeah. So we're saying that the hen do is not. It's not an invite for invite set. It's not. It's not a 1-for-1 thing.
You just got to be able. Don't do it and not let them know. Yeah. That's the worst thing you can do, I think. Yeah. Don't go on the hen do and they'll be like, are you going to have a hen do? I already had it. Yeah. Don't do that. Just say to them, hey, thank you for inviting me to hen do. I know it was just me and you said you've never had a friend like me and that I'm literally the love of your life. But I'm having just a small one with 32 of us. We're going to Santorini. Yeah. And I've paid for everything, and I can't afford a third.
Can't get you in there. I'm sorry, there's nowhere
just
for you
let
to
them
sleep.
know. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. I've still not been to a stag do or hen do. Have you thought about what your stag do would be, Tom?
Oh, many times.
River Island.
River Island
to get in the morning to get the costumes, to get the clothes.
Oh yeah, leather jackets all round, and then
leather jackets, drain pipe jeans.
Yeah,
it'd be extensive and fun. I think I would go abroad. I'd want to go somewhere fun.
Yeah,
it would be extensive and fun.
Yeah,
that was his line when he used to try and get women to sleep with him. It will be extensive and fun, please.
Extensive is not a good word.
She comes round the next day, goes back to her flat. Oh my God, how was he? Extensive.
Not that fun.
I'm just going to go around to see the extension.
Yeah.
As I call him. You're like, I've got a planning permit. What's about to happen here tonight? Upcoming first solo travel trip, 2 months in South America. How do I not brick it? What are your advice for travelling alone? Anyone ever done it? 2 months travelling alone, South America? What would you say? Have you ever done it?
Are they a girl or a guy, or are they?
You know what? I've just realised that I'm too progressive to know.
Yeah.
Well, I think in South America, if you're travelling alone, I think it's quite different.
I would have to ask them.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
we need a bit more context.
And someone stereotypes South America. Fair enough.
No, because
I guess there's only one woke person here.
I wanted to go travelling alone in South America when I was 18, and my mum was like, no.
Okay. Could have done it for free. Could have got trafficked.
So your mum is also a bigot. Yeah. God. Yeah.
The perks of the travel.
Really. Yeah. Well.
Oh my god.
Could have been like those. You could have done what those two girls did, didn't you? Remember those girls who got done in Ibiza and they met drug dealers, and then they said that the drug dealers forced them to go to travel to South America and bring back bags of cocaine.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and then they got done in court because the court just showed them, like they said they had been like kidnapped and held hostage, and then in the court case they showed photos of them drinking margaritas with the dealers on the beach. And like, on their shoulders at a Tiesto concert.
Having a great
Like,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was against our will, guys. We were kidnapped.
A picture doesn't always say what's going on.
Yeah.
I was drinking from that Vodka Luge because I was under duress.
Yeah.
So so you didn't go traveling in South
No,
America.
but I mean, to be honest, yeah, that was not progressive of me, and it's probably fine now. I don't know.
So looking at the picture, I would say from a traditional point of view
Fine, if we have to.
that it looks like a dude.
Oh, you'll be all right. I spent time alone in the Philippines for a bit. It was all right. It was fine.
Clear your head.
Yeah.
Are they
He's doing
asking-
like a Drake Marvin's room.
No, yeah.
Just been broken
Make
up
my
with.
seminal album.
Yeah, Tom's
Tom's
room in
room.
the Philippines.
Tom-
Didn't talk to anyone for 2 weeks. Just there with like a shell necklace.
Just vibing.
Yeah,
Puka
in that-
shell.
in that
Got my
shirt,
puka shell real
shirt,
tight.
That shirt, looking out, and they would talk to him in Filipino. They would say, "Mr. Tom, Mr. Elwes, tell us your sad story."
Yeah.
And he would just shake his head and go back
I can't.
to his shack.
And I just hear dubstep blaring.
Yeah,
and I'd be
yeah.
like, this is the future.
And he'd be like, "I didn't get picked for E4's All Stars." I didn't. Another series of Big Brother I wasn't picked for. Tool Academy.
Remember that? That was so funny. That was absolutely wild TV. That was classic.
Do you remember Tool Academy? That might have been before your time, Phoebe.
I know of it.
Well, yeah, so they got a load of guys together and they told them they were going to be on the show.
And it was their girlfriends who'd got them.
Yeah,
into it or
they got them on a show and it was they were told it was Britain's biggest lad, right? So they went for like 3 days. They just got wasted and like cheated on their girlfriends and just whatever. And then they all their girlfriends came in and then they started showing their girlfriends the footage of what they've been doing on the Britain's biggest lad.
And they revealed that actually this is Tool Academy and the man who shows the most progress will win the cash prize at the end or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it was.
Bring that back. Love Island starts next month. I can't wait.
We should do something for Love Island. Maybe a watch along.
Go on.
Yeah, we should do the pod.
I can't go on it. I told you already. I emailed them and they said we don't have the sun cream budget. So
Yeah, genuinely, I couldn't go on it. I'd be sent home on the first
Yeah,
day
you
with
both would.
sunstroke.
Yeah, I'd actually smash it on Love Island. So.
everyone else is done, like meeting each other, being cheeky and flirty. Like me and Phoebe are just under the shade, just going, just slurping from the 2-litre bottle.
They're like, "Can I pull you for a chat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, if we go in the shade."
Yeah, exactly. In here, yeah, with a fan, with a hand fan there. What?
Cold flannel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sort of going up.
Yeah.
We go in the pool. There's a shady part of the pool. Let's go now.
I will be bringing back my average Neil character, who I've done multiple times throughout the course of Love Island. For the people who like it, who does things like ask for sun cream and podcast recommendations and book reading. He's a
I can't
real
believe
character.
you're not allowed books in Love Island.
Well, because
It's not that you're not allowed. They just don't read any.
Yeah.
That's a cheap joke. But wait, so it distracts them. So they just have to shag and stuff.
No, basically they
Fall in love,
they
I
don't want
suppose.
anything. They don't want anything that would distract from possible antics.
Well, maybe we should see if we could get those Love Island people that we met onto our podcast.
We should
for
do a
Love
watch.
Island special.
Oh man, we should do a
Oh,
watch
a
along with
little
them.
watch party.
That'd be good actually. Man, people would actually listen to it.
Podcast might actually get some listenership.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I'd quit.
I'm gonna
That's not what I'm
I'll reach out to her and see if she'll do it. It'll be fun.
So you think you'll be fine on the travels, Phoebe?
Yeah, but what was his fear that it's traveling alone
Yeah.
or for like that long, or that he's in South
His
America?
first solo travel trip, never travelled alone before, doing 2 months in South America, and I think he's just a bit nervous, just a bit like,
Okay.
how do I navigate that? What should I do? How do I come to a place where I'm like, I'm not scared?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first thing is it probably will be scary, and that is the whole
Okay,
point
there you
of
go,
it.
that's
No,
it.
but that's
I
okay.
agree.
You grow. But just try to book in like an activity, something where you'll meet other people.
Yeah.
Like you can do like a walking tour
Yeah.
or something like that. Like
Fighting.
They or get into a hostel. That was the best way to meet
Yeah.
people. If you book into like one of those 32-man dorms, you're gonna hear some shit you don't want to hear and see some shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was quite actually disturbing when I think back to it. I was like,
What sort of stuff?
I was like 18 and like you're just trying to sleep and just you're hearing noises, a lot of noises. In a 32-person dorm, it's pretty gross.
What, like, are we talking only wanking noises?
No, smacks with people.
Smacks.
Yeah, lots of because it was obviously mixed gender, and there was a lot of sex going on in those dorms, and people just didn't give a shit.
So it does sound like Love Island.
Yeah, I guess similar. Well, kind of a really gross Love Island where like there were like sort of spiders crawling up the walls, and it was like there was no air conditioning, and it was sweaty and horrible. Yeah.
Were you there going, guys? I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Stop doing your stupid weird stuff.
Yeah, I think. Well,
did you pull?
I think my friend Max, because it was bunk beds as well, so you're on top of each other. It was grim. And my friend Max, there was a couple below him getting it on, and he just couldn't sleep, and he's quite like a grumpy nerdy guy, so he poured us water, and like it was absolutely.
Don't give them lube.
Yeah.
Refresh them back to it. Yeah, they suddenly get.
Yeah, and
sweat them out.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Anyway, yeah, get yourself into a 32-man mixed gender dorm, and you'll be all right.
You'll at least see a show. I do agree with you, Phoebe. I think it's going to be scary, and that's part of it, and you should enjoy that part. I do actually agree with you. And
why are you so surprised that you agree with me?
No, but I think because I think I suggested that I didn't, but I do, and I think you have a great time and say yes to things as much as possible. Like if someone says you want to get back in my van, just go, just see what happens.
Go for it.
Yeah.
English.
I'll give you a ride free of charge. Just get in. Don't worry about the other guys with sacks on their heads. Just go. It's probably a stag do or something.
Sometimes you just have to do some sketchy stuff when you're traveling. And it's all right. You never know. Yeah.
And then just do stuff like bring a portable charger and have like some emergency money on you.
Portable charger. Yeah. Get Pokemon on your phone. That's what I did for a long.
Get a really good sense of your bearings as well.
I people in your dorm catching chlamydia. You were catching Charizard.
Oh, honestly, I was. And I remember also like on long bus trips as well. They'd have like one TV and it'd be so far away you could barely make it out. You'd just be like straining to watch like an episode of Mr. Bean for like 12-hour bus ride. Like
in the heat as well.
Oh, it's grim. Yeah, I remember people getting on top of the bus as well. That was the mad thing. I remember in the Philippines, like realizing the bus was full, but people were still waiting at the stops. So I'm like, where are they going? I stuck my head out the window and everyone was on top.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
That's incredible. But good luck to you. Good luck to you on your travels, mate. You will smash it. Don't worry about that, mate. Right, we move on to our final section of the podcast, which is, of course, Failmail. Woo!
Party time.
That's right, everybody.
Remember if that was the right sound effect.
I don't know. It sounded good, though. How many would die? That's a good question. The question we asked you was, how many would die if we dropped a nuclear bomb right now?
You just got a glimpse of my FYP page, my For You page on TikTok. How many would die if America's nuclear arsenal hit Earth?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Surely everybody, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anything nuclear happens, everyone dies.
Well,
maybe,
not quite, but
maybe.
I don't know,
Depends. I don't know. Well, one bomb would be all right, but it depends how many. Anyway, that's not the section of Failmail to decide how many would die with nuclear bombs. Failmail is, of course, when we set out a question that relates to a particular fail, and you send in your answers. So this week we were asking, what is the worst, funniest, cringiest message you've ever received on a dating app? So I'll read out the ones from the official AIDIF Pod Instagram. You can follow us on social media at AIDIF Pod, AIDIF POD. As always, so thank you very much for sending this in. I had Hinge back in the day. The first message I got from a guy was, for someone who just drinks sometimes, a lot of sofa pics with cocktails in it. Not a great opener.
Okay, yeah.
Those inverted commas over sometimes annoyed me, and being judged with an opening line made me lose my faith in these apps. I didn't last. I deleted the app within a week. How many 5-year-olds could you take on in a fight?
That's a classic question.
That's a good question.
But not for him. Not for this lady. Bearing in mind, or her, or them, or him. Or them, or Ray, or Rem.
Did she have an answer or no?
Bearing in mind, he had a pic of him holding a young child on his profile. So, I mean, I don't think she'd like...
He's just thought about it.
Yeah. My friend also had, hi, if you could be a dragon, what colour would you be and why? But... I mean,
these are good questions.
They just don't like the chat.
These girls are boring.
That's dating in Wales, I suppose.
Yeah. Iceland.
Guy sent me a fairly interesting starting line, but never got anywhere. Fast forward a few years later when I was single again, I signed back on the app and received the exact same starting line and realised it was the same dude. So this is...
grafting.
Years apart. He's using the same line.
Mate, if you've got a winner, keep going. It's like he's a stand-up, mate. He's found his opener and he's stuck with it.
That's so funny. Fucking years. And then we've just got a couple of more short ones. You got any knives?
What?
There was no context or reason, they've said.
No follow-up.
Good.
No.
It's allergic to lack of game.
Yeah.
That's Tom's problem. You got any knives? And then someone's just said the F word, which I can't say.
What? Just fuck?
No, the one relating to your sexuality.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So that's probably not a good way to start. Tom, have you got any that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I just, I only got a few in, but a quote from a JLS song about my body.
Which JLS song? I used to
don't
have
know.
all the albums.
Oh, wow.
I know. Big fan.
Big JLS girl.
Your body. What the fuck? What? I don't get it.
Like there was a song lyric about a girl's body from it, but it was from a JLS song.
Jesus Christ. How about this one? This is, I'll just read it out verbatim. 11 inches of dick over here, looking to stick it all up inside of you. British men are very passionate in bed. I love fucking me. A good subject of Queen. Hit me back up with your phone number so I can call you. God save the Queen. Cheers.
Fair play.
And they've given a little bit of context there. I received this from my next door neighbor on Grindr whilst living in San Francisco. Still haunts me to this day. But God save the Queen, I guess.
Oh, that one wins.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff. You got any more, Tom?
Yeah, I just had like a lot of people saying dick pics or straight to nudes. Straight to nudes, and then one girl just said, a guy just wrote, "Show us your tits, then?" Question mark.
Route 1.
Route 1.
I got one from is Mark Cram a friend of the pod?
Yeah, we've never had him on, so he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Friend of the pod will never have them on. That's what that's
Cool. He once got sent a picture by a guy on Grindr, real smug look on his face, wearing a full suit. He just had a tiny erection poking out of the flies.
Ooh, sneaky.
That's funny.
Sneak
Yeah,
attack.
I like that. A little bit suggestive. Like,
Ooh.
sort of maybe there's more.
No,
maybe
no,
I've
I
wrapped
don't know
it
if
around.
it was a bit of it. I think it was
just
the
the small dick.
full
Oh,
thing, but
dear.
tiny. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I like how he's sort of owning it. And he's like, "That's right, baby.
Oh,
Small
yeah.
dick,
My little chipolata.
teeny peen." Your dog is the best part of your pictures.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
cold.
someone's got to tell
Yeah.
those people though.
I threw out all my furniture today. Then I asked why. He said, "So you can sit down on my face when you come over."
Oh my god.
A guy once in a smoking area at uni said, "My face is a throne. Sit on it," and I slapped him.
Yeah, fair. But they think they're being like almost feminist, I think, in a weird way. But it's just still sexually aggressive. I love these people who have no game. I have such a special place
Just
in my heart.
Route 1, just boom.
Someone didn't like World War II movies because of how they showed Germans as the bad guys.
What? That was a German guy being like, actually, that's pretty misconstrued. That's
So unfair.
yeah. Every time.
Every single one, yeah.
A guy asking straight ahead if he could sniff my gym trainers.
Oh god.
Yeah, right, mate, can I sniff your gym trainers, please?
Yeah.
And then a guy straight away asking if I have a dick or a pussy.
Wow.
Congratulations on matching with me.
Oh.
They said they got that from a guy called Tom Elwes.
I'd only like that if they then sent a certificate with it.
What for match? Like a well done. Yeah.
Guy asking for a threesome in reply to a pic of my best friend and I. And then they said, P.S. He is a 4. We are 8s.
Oh, that's funny.
Blowjob. Not even a question mark.
Wow.
Blowjob. Just barked.
That's quite interesting as well. It's like blowjob. Is that like a statement? It's not really a question, so maybe he just wants to
Essay title.
Yeah, blowjob.
How about this one? Having good conversation is for the birds, so let's talk about frogs. I know more about frogs than the next guy, so you'll definitely want to hear this. And then a frog emoji.
I'd listen.
That's the type of guy you'd match with.
I would have liked a few more ribbits in there, or
Yeah.
let's hop to it. That would have been good as well.
If you were on an Indian menu, you'd have 3 chilies next to you.
Excellent.
That's dreadful.
Dating me is like coronavirus. I'll fuck you until 2025. Asian looking guy commenting on a photo I have with Asian people in China. I see you've already met the family.
Wow.
That's one thing out of the way.
Wow.
Oh, God, that's funny.
I work in F1 and this guy goes, I see you're into cars because I could definitely give you some serious horsepower.
Oh, God. That's very F1.
Have you ever had a Spanish man? I look like the little girl from Game of Thrones, and then with a heart-eyed emoji.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, mummy.
Oh,
Then they've said, he was 20-ish. I'm just 31. You son of a bitch.
These are creepy. These
Yeah.
really
I
creepy.
mean, these are. Well, I suppose it was worst or funniest. So these are
Yeah,
the worst ones.
this isn't the nice stuff.
You look like you enjoy being screwed against a wall.
Oh.
As an opening line. After 1 year absence on the app. Oh, hello again.
Oh, rate it.
God.
Coming back around.
From a local church priest asking if I wanted a one-night stand. Not a joke.
What?
Wow.
That's wow. Okay. Wow.
Then
wow.
finally, opening message. My ex is called Rachel. I miss her so much. My name is also Rachel.
Excellent. Fucking excellent.
It reminds me of the one we had in about the lady was on a date and the guy said he went on a date with her because she looked like his dead wife.
Oh my God. Well, thank you very much for all of those, ladies and gentlemen. They are fucking hilarious. I mean, yeah, there's some strange people out there. Have any of you guys been sent slightly weird messages?
I've not been on dating apps for about 5 years.
Okay.
So I never had anything.
Yeah, I'm the same, but I did get weird messages when I was on them.
Yeah, I
to
bet.
the point
Like
where
what?
it came off.
Like-
well, the reason why I came off.
I
was
heard you
because...
into guys who don't have showers.
No, that was before I realised that was my
Weird
that
messages.
was my
Like
thing.
they were like, "Do you have electricity?" It's like there's something about my private
So
life.
demanding.
What sort of stuff?
Nah,
then?
they would send like very, very sexually explicit
Mm.
and aggressive, like scrollable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And if you didn't reply with like kind of what they wanted to do, like with what they wanted to hear,
Yeah.
they would just and this happened multiple times. They'd one by one go through every bit about your appearance, about your profile, and just like roast every single. But it would be horrible stuff. It's stuff that they've just said so they'll be like, "Oh, I love a ginger," and blah blah blah, and then they would go in on why gingers are absolutely disgusting and all this kind of stuff, and it would carry on, and I just was like, you know what, I don't need this abuse.
Quite toxic.
Yeah.
Very toxic, in fact. That's gross.
That's so bad. Did the app do anything? Could you report them or anything like that?
I just deleted the app.
Yeah,
I just got off it.
Oh, sorry about that, Phoebes.
Well, no, I think the closest I've
I'll stop messaging that stuff as well.
Yeah, if
No,
you
I think
could. I mean, I have
sometimes-
asked quite a few times.
But gingers are fucking gross. So I just think.
I agree. The closest I ever got was the subwife incident, and that was it. So that was that.
What about you, Ali?
What on dating apps? I mean, I've had people go straight in for feet pics. I've had a guy.
What ask you?
A
for
guy
feedback?
messaged me just
A lot of
go,
dudes, yeah.
how much for feet pics?
How much?
And they said, how much? I'll pay for pictures of your feet. I'll pay for pictures of you wearing your socks, and I'll pay more if you send me your socks.
I would have.
So-
I
I do need to borrow some socks.
£300, and you can have my socks. No worries whatsoever.
So I thought,
I'll
I
be
was like,
fine with that.
because I messaged him back, I was like, how much? 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought,
Yeah.
maybe he's going to send 12 grand. And I'll be like, yeah, like
Oh, man,
special
that'd be-
delivery. I'll send them around myself. I'll hand them to you. I'll give them a glass case.
Yeah. What was he like?
But then-
£6.99.
15 quid.
That's shit. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Doesn't even-
Not
Phoebe's looking at me
per
like,
foot.
maybe I would.
No. The thing is, if it's with socks on, I would consider it. I
The
think
thing
there's
about
some,
feet
I-
pics is
yeah.
you just, I mean, no one's going to relate that back to you.
No, I've got very recognisable feet. I have.
What?
I've got these like bunion things on the side that I inherited from my gran from birth.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I've got very
That'll get the foot people going. I've got the bunions on the side.
And I've got a narrow foot, and I'm only a 4.
Right. I think people
This
are
is body
slowly turning off.
Is this what everyone's turning on to?
No.
4 feet.
Welcome to Babe Station. This is this is body dysmorphia. No one gives a fuck about your feet, Phoebe.
No, I'm just saying you would see it once you've seen it.
They're Phoebe's. I know those feet. Okay.
It's like I've got a dimple in my leg. I could never go into anonymous porn. If I went in it, you'd know I was there.
Right, just from your feet.
Big claim.
And my leg.
That's huge.
Big
and your leg.
Yeah, because I've got this dimple in my leg.
That's
and
wild.
bunions on my feet, so you'd know it was me if you took off the top of my head.
You are selling that porn right now. The bunions and the dimple.
Bunion hub.
Yeah, I'm on the bun hub. Right, guys, thank you so much for listening to All I Do Is Fail. You can follow me at all good social media platforms at Tom Elwes. Ali?
I got bare shows previews coming up. Brighton, London. Just check out my social media, Instagram, my stories. I'll put them on there. And I'm also at the Edinburgh Fringe. So if you're at Edinburgh Fringe this year, August, buy your tickets to my show.
Oh, yeah.
5:25, Ali Woods, best friend ever.
120 Carpe Diem.
That's a lot of
Come
money.
see me.
£5 ticket.
Yeah.
120.
120.
120 ticket. You can, for less than that, you'll get sexual explicit content from us. Phoebe?
If anyone can fix my house, please let me know.
Oh, yeah. If you're... Generally, if there's any sparkies listening to this, any
or
electricians, plumbers, infestation, pesticide people, okay,
religious doctrine, sort of exorcists,
or anyone just got a spare sofa.
Yeah,
do let me know.
Phoebe, I'll put your phone number and home address on the Instagram so people can see
Thank
that.
you. Cool, thanks.
Nice. Otherwise, look, you have a wonderful week. Enjoy yourself. Thank you for listening as always. We really appreciate you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.